going on, guys? Kirk here from MotoGear TV. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. If you guys haven't figured it out by now, we're back here in my hometown once again, Kingston, Jamaica. We have a sick BMW 340i from Bowla's Garage we're going to be checking out today. It's one of, if not the fastest 340 in Jamaica. Super excited to check it out. We're going to speak with the owner Vijay, learn a little bit more about it. So stay tuned. Let's get started. Check it out. Once again, Vijay, back on the channel.
Yes,
again.
bro. You already know.
Yeah, man.
We're here.
I have some exciting content for you guys lined up. I'm going to be checking out the 340, learn some more about it, and hear exactly what Vijay has planned and what his thoughts are on it so far. Alright, so last time we were with you, Vijay, we were in the E36 M3 and now we're here in the 340.
Yeah, you know, we're trying. This one is all-wheel drive. The E36 was rear-wheel drive, so you know. This one is the ZF 8-speed. You know, the other one was a manual, so it's, you know, two different driving dynamics completely.
We definitely want to get his take on the difference with the B58 over the S50 to kind of see what the improvements are. I mean, let's talk about, you know, getting this car from the start. You know, what made it go with this over any other?
Well, I chose this one because I wanted an all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive, you have, you know, easier time coming off the line. You know, with the E36, you know, you'd spin the tires when you launch. This one, four-wheel drive, it just get up and go. Also, you know, it's comfortable. I'm on an automatic, it shift faster than I could shift in the manual. I have my AC. It's a more comfortable car overall. Not to say that my M3 wasn't comfortable, but yeah, there are certain creature comforts in this that a 1997 car wouldn't have compared to this.
And there's a lot of BMW 3 Series F30 chassis in Jamaica right now, but a lot of folks would think that this is just, you know, it's a normal 3 Series, don't think anything of it.
They're like, I have one of those, and I'm like, yeah, technically, you know, it's a little different, but you know, the car guys know what time it is when they say you have a 340. They know about the B58.
Yeah, man.
I mean, as I said, it's drive it nice and smooth, and then I mean, if I say I kick it down now, right away, I feel, you know, on top.
Exactly.
Nice.
So we know that you being a part of Bowla's Garage, you know, you obviously experience lots of different types of BMWs. I know previously you had a 2 Series, the M235i.
Yeah, that was also all-wheel drive too.
How would you compare this to that?
I mean, a lot of people tend to say, oh, N55s don't make a lot of power, but the two cars are very close performance-wise with this equal amount of work.
Okay.
Right? Now, I would say though, the B58 have a lot more potential in its stock form than an N55. Like an N55 would have to start building the motor earlier than a B58.
Yeah.
But for the average customer that just buy a car, put on bolt-ons, put on a turbo and thing, I mean, they aren't that far apart, you know?
Yeah, and it's much easier to just make power in these newer BMWs compared to the older versions.
You know, the older one, I have to build the motor, these stock motors, they already have a turbo, you're gone, you know? Yeah, you can't beat technology, man, I tell them all the time.
Trust me, especially on roads like this. You guys in the States don't understand the luxuries you guys have, but trust me, they have to work with anything and everything.
Lip, yeah, man. When you see cars with nice rims on them and good front lip on them, that owner, try.
Yeah,
man.
So, right now we're going to head to a smoother section of the road, give you guys some in-cabin footage, some pulls, hopefully we can do some external flybys, and then we're going to be doing a walk around of the car so you guys can check out every little detail about it.
launch control, I guess. You know the usual, I guess the launch control.
Guys, we don't just understand what I just experienced a while ago. Yo, this is moving.
From before the 16, and when I did let up and look on that was at 59 miles an hour.
Oh.
And it did 3, 4, which is pretty good. You try the second gear and try not to actually finish the 16.
Right. Nice looking road still.
Yeah.
Just gonna get one more. Moving on.
Yeah, one little thing, yeah.
Alright, so car feel nice, guys, trust me. It's an undisclosed location, middle of Mexico.
Real look like Mexico.
Yeah, Mexican border right over there. Mexican hills. Make another attempt. Still second gear?
No, first.
No, first gear.
Stick back to what consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that one I felt like it still. Guys, a little launch. Yeah. I think what I like most about Vijay's build is that it's fast, but not a bunch of excitement that you see with other cars with the burbles and one bunch of backfires and all that. Really smooth, sporty tone, very elegant. I think right now we're going to get a little bit deeper into exactly what the car has and show you exactly what it takes for this car to get to what it is right now. Alright, so here it is, BMW 340i. I'm going to talk with Vijay in a quick second just to get a full rundown of the car, but just thought I'd give you guys just a quick 360 just to show you guys what it looks like on the exterior. As you guys can see, this is the LCI F30 sitting on some nice bronze Apex wheels, M Sport calipers. Now bear in mind guys, this is a X-Drive, so he is running a square setup. I'm going to have him talk about the specs of the wheels and the tires in a second. Shot at the back of the car, really clean, really simple, very sporty. LCI taillights, nice little spoiler on it, diffuser, carbon fiber tips, debadged of course. What Vijay was telling me was really unique about this car. It does come with the parking sensors on the rear bumper as well as the front bumper as well, and corner camera. Really nice spec. I do see something right there. I'm gonna have him talk a little bit about that, so I'm gonna rope in Vijay in a second. Vijay, let's talk about this. Just wanted to give the viewers a quick rundown of how you got the car, where it started off, and kind of currently where it is right now.
Purchased the car actually in Florida, sent it out, got it, run through it, make sure all maintenance and everything was up to point. Change out the injectors. The first thing I did was changing the injectors because these B58s tend to have a failure with the injector that hasn't been confirmed on cylinder 6. Okay. I wasn't taking it check. So I did that first and foremost, and then after that, it's really some simple bolt-ons. Put on an intake, downpipe, having that CSF charge intercooler, like a pretty thing on the front right there. I have on a DAF Flowmax 2.5 plus turbo. I'm running a little ethanol mixture right now.
Pop the bonnet, let's see what's going on in the engine.
Oh, can't left out this. This is what do all the work. You hear, guys? This is the magic right here. This does all the work. The XHP, the MHD, all of them.
Yeah man, big up MHD always.
Alright, so Simple setup as I say. Just some bolt-ons. I have on the VR Racing cold air intake, 876 Motorsports charge pipe, 876 Motorsports downpipe. That's about it in the engine bay. I have on the CSF cool on the front, which that's not really a modification, but here in Jamaica it's hot.
Yeah.
So I put it on just to make sure that's good. It has some ethanol in it. It's on a MHD custom tune and it's on XHP stage 2 right now. I haven't tried out the drag race mode because a lot of people give bad reviews on it in regards to it blowing up the transmission. But currently the car runs 10.8 in this same trim. We have it verified on Dragy more than one time, which coincidentally is currently the fastest BMW in Jamaica currently.
Okay, nice.
So hoping some of my BMW brethren would say, here what, I need that record, and them go 10.5, 10.1 car. I really want to see the BMWs doing those numbers out here.
We really need that type of excitement in the community.
And I mean, a lot of people don't know the potential of these setups that you have and how simple they are to get the power. So hopefully, when they see more people doing it, they'll realize, and we'll see where it goes from there.
So this car for you right now, is it your daily?
Yeah man, a daily it man. A daily it, and if my wife need to drive it, she can drive it too. Comfortable, it good. My daughter drop her to and from school in it. So a lot of people say, hey, you should get the car running 9s, but I mean it's a daily car running 10.8. I'm good with that right now, I prefer to have a car that runs 10.8 than have one that runs 9 and the transmission blow up or the engine blow up.
Yeah.
Reliable, consistent. I go to that.
And especially for our own town, that's more than enough for...
I mean, more than enough. You go to the stoplight and somebody say, listen, they want to move off beside you. I mean, boy, unless it's a GTR, they're not just going to move off beside me so easy.
And I'm glad to see that, as far as the BMW community is concerned, Bowlers, you guys are always sticking true to the roots.
We have couple people in the camp that have fast BMWs, but a lot of them, they're more private with their cars and the figures that the car will make and that. So when I out here doing the work to showcase what a lot of people may not know about BMWs.
Yeah, we were kind of discussing it in the car a while ago. To get this type of performance from an older vehicle, it takes way more effort.
In my E36, as I said, to get this kind of performance out of it, it would require built motor, upgraded clutch, the whole 9 yards, one-piece drive shaft. This does it comfortably under the AC,
Yeah. Let me ask you, I know that the way the E36 perform compared to how this performs is kind of different. Which one do you prefer?
Let's just say if we're in the E36, you see this right here, you know what time it is, right? Yeah. This, to me, would be more comfortable daily driver. It's smoother. But listen, when it come down to the corners, give me the E36. That true drivers, I'm used to BMWs as rear-wheel drive because BMWs weren't normally 4-wheel drive, right? And when you take a corner in a rear-wheel drive car versus take a corner in a 4-wheel drive car, I prefer that rear-wheel drive. I'm used to the back end wanting to step out a bit and you go, but in a straight line, quarter mile, it's not working. This, easy. If I tried this straight line with one of the E36 with the power, it wouldn't, but I'd say put this on the over track and put the E36 on the over track. I would think the E36 would go around the track faster. So it's two different driving experience. I mean, it come back down to preference.
Right.
If you could have the best of both worlds, it would be something like what you have.
My nigga.
A lot of people who don't understand BMW will see the older generations and think that, every BMW has problems, but I've come to see that the B58 motor really doesn't have that many issues.
That's a big misconception with a lot of people. BMWs tend to give a lot of problems. No, a lot of car manufacturers share the same kind of components and they go and it's an electrical part. But the biggest thing I see is literally the maintenance and upkeep of that car.
Right.
Now, there are things called preventative maintenance and most people don't know what preventative maintenance is. For example, you're supposed to service the transmission anywhere above 50,000 and people wait until the transmission have a buck or it feel away and then they try and service the transmission and then when the transmission go they blame the transmission when really and truly all they should have done was just do a preventative maintenance to service the transmission. Same thing with the differential. The differential might be leaking oil around the back, it goes neglected, the diff blows up. If that was taken care of, your diff would have been fine. I'm not saying that you don't get electrical issues or a sensor decide to go because that's a whole nother thing, but on the overall reliability of the car most of the times is coming back from neglect of maintenance or preventative maintenance in regards to BMW.
What we normally see, you know, like on the older generation, like the N54 and N55, like those typical common issues, rod bearings, crank hub, etc. You see any type of...
No, do you know the only thing that there's a concern, as I'm saying, a lot of B58s are blowing up on their cylinder 6, even in stock form, not tuned, not no upgraded anything. As I said, they haven't pinpointed and tell you exactly what the issue is, but it's a known issue in the car world. That's why I said the first thing I did, change the 6 injectors. I suspect the injectors is the issue, and I just put it in for peace of mind. I have a close friend. His car, B58, he was just driving regular, and the vehicle start missing after a pull, and it ended up being that his number 6 piston, you know, got damaged. And then you go online and you search B58 and you see all these guys popping up telling you, so it's a thing.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I mean, the B58 can take a beating. I don't see it leaking no oil, I don't see it eating belts. So far it's been good, but solid. If you're trying to push it to the limits, it will break, as along with any other engine, you know. It's good though. Of all the modern BMW engines, it's currently my favorite.
Okay.
The S58, yeah man, that's next level.
Yeah,
but you would know that the S58 is like a beefed up version of the B58. So they share most of the components similar. You know, the major difference is that one is twin turbo whereas one is single turbo.
But this, as a street car, that's something that you can, you know, mess around with on the weekends. Trust me, really nice combination.
I'm on regular tires, if you know. I mean, it's some Indy 500 tires. They aren't DOT tires or anything special, and I mean, I can pull a 1/660 foot on it. Today wasn't a good example because, you know, out here the surface isn't the best, and you know, the tire spin. I don't normally have tire spin. It actually spin out here and things. So
with this being the X-Drive, what's your current setup of wheels and tires now?
Right now I have on the Apexes, they're 8.5 square, and I have on the Indy 500s 245 40 18 square.
Okay.
Pretty simple. They hook to me pretty good. I don't get a lot of tire noise. I'm good with it, you know. I'm not at the limits or anything like that. I'm still comfortable. I have room that I can push the car more. I mean, yes, I can run a faster time without breaking anything, but wherever it drop, I'm good with it. I just wanted to run a 10-second with it, and I did.
Okay,
so you know, that goal that I set, I passed it already. When I'm ready to run 9s, different story.
Okay. So speaking about 9s, are there any more plans in the near future to kind of take this to the next level?
Well, I have more than one BMW projects currently, and that red M3 that I had on the vlog, I want to do some work with that one because, you know, there was a whole rebuild process with that car. When that comes back out, I need to get it down into the 10s faster than this. And, you know, I don't plan to go slower, so either this go faster or what are coming out with go faster than this.
Alright, you know, so we're gonna be here ready and waiting for that.
You know, you right now, man, you just say, bro, I'm coming down, you have anything? For sure.
Yeah man, say less.
For sure.
And there it is, guys. You know, one thing I can really appreciate is kind of being back home, is being able to see these amazing backgrounds, things that you won't typically see in Florida. And trust me, it's a very nice backdrop, especially for this car. Had a lot of fun shooting it today. Definitely something to look out for in future episodes. He will be running this car hopefully at Vernum in the next 2 weeks. Unfortunately, I won't be here for that event, but I'm wishing him the best of luck in all of that. We know that this won't be the last time that the car is going to be on the channel. I know Vijay is going to have way more projects for us in the future to check out. Definitely hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm going to head back into Kingston right now, give you guys a few more pulls, and then close out the vlog after this. So let's get to it. It's aggressive. Sweet, bro, sweet. I know, say you had mentioned something in the last video. I'm not too sure if you did pick up on it too much. So, you know, Piss Milk say sugar and sweet. You know, say it's something more spicy. So we might have to just start a whole spicy movement.
A little bit of spice, you know?
I like it, man, I like it. Alright, so I think that's going to wrap it up for today's vlog. I want to say big up as usual, Vijay.
Thanks for having me again, bro. Big up yourself.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah,
guys, we're going to be doing some more content. Check out the 340. We're going to leave the link for Bowla's Garage in the description down below. Check out Vijay and his build. And after that, see you on the next one. Take time on the road. Be safe.
Link, share, and subscribe.
That's right. We'll spice it up in the next episode, man.
Yeah, man, spice it up.
Alright, guys, we're out on the next one. We're gone.